Alright, so we are live. And so if you're watching this, as I repeat every single time, if you're watching this and it's been a video uploaded to my channels, this is a live stream. I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 1900. And we pretty much just do this so I can chat with my subscribers and my viewers and just kind of interact a little bit and have some fun. Usually work in digital modes. Although SSTV is analog. Usually working digital modes live and just making contacts with subscribers and stuff like that. So yeah, Victor Alpha 3 Foxtrot Uniform Charlie, welcome to the chat. I saw your comment the other day about the sound quality. Yeah, I've been trying to work on that, and I actually bought a little adapter for my phone that connects it to an external microphone. And unfortunately, when I use that, I don't know what kind of issues it has, but the audio quality just sounds distorted and crazy. So right now, looking to a new solution for that. I could do some noise reduction, like you suggested, but I really appreciate that comment. We're looking in to fix this for it. Right now, the AC is running, and with this microphone I use on my computer, I have some noise canceling going on. So hopefully it sounds a little better in the stream. But up to 7 viewers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a couple announcements. We'll talk about the videos coming up this week. Got some fun stuff. So I guess I'll talk about this guy here. So if you tuned in the stream a couple weeks ago, I had built an Easy Digi on stream. It was my first time soldering. It was a pretty rough job, but I bought quite a bit of them to give away, and I built one to make it work a lot better. So I'm not going to open it up right now because I would have to unscrew it, but this is pretty much an assembled Easy Digi where I took shielded cable and pretty much perfected it. So everything's shielded. It's in a metal enclosure, which is a little too big. When I ordered it online, I didn't know it was going to be this big, but everything fits in there. It's a nice solid enclosure. It shields from the RF, so we've got a pretty decent interface. And I've documented all of the build for the YouTube videos coming up this week. So tomorrow, Monday at 2 o'clock is our usually upload time there. There will be a video going up about the assembly of the Easy Digi. And pretty much I reassembled the Easy Digi on video, got some really good quality footage, documented all the steps, and this ended up being about 20 minutes. So I broke it off and made it 2 parts. So one part is the assembly of the Easy Digi, which will be up tomorrow. So there wasn't any video resources that I could find on the actual assembly, like a good up-close video, step by step. So when I do give those out to people, or people are searching, there'll be a video up for them tomorrow. Friday, let's see, I might want to move the chat here. Actually, let's change the color to white. There we go. So two-part video. So the first part's the assembly. The second part, I show you how I took a cable and made it work for my radio to the Easy Digi. So we spliced the cable, we connected the parts to it, found what pins that we need for the radio, and I walked through the steps of how to do that. And so we assembled the interface cable to the Easy Digi. And then from there, I took apart a shielded audio cable and we spliced those cables. I'll show you how to figure out how to see what goes where into your sound card, and then we soldered them. So, and we also drilled holes in the boxes and stuff like that. So that will be up Friday. So it's going to be a pretty comprehensive tutorial on getting the Easy Digi from the parts to all put together into something like you see here on my desk, this black box. So it's going to be a pretty good video. If you're interested in the Easy Digi, this week's going to be pretty good for you, video-wise. Yeah, I hope I get some dank SSTV memes as well. That would be pretty cool. The noise level is way too high for an SSTV key. I had to call the power company to fix the transformer. I just now got your I got your QSL card 2 or 3 days ago, so that'll be out in the mail too. So that's cool. Mr. Blue on Blue is here. Cool. Why isn't the chat's not showing up on stream right now? I don't know why. It might fix here. But yeah, we got really good videos coming up this week. I'm excited to get them out. So yeah, I guess we're gonna work some SSTV. I'm gonna turn up my volume just a tad bit. Macbeth, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the $10. I really appreciate you. I'm always glad to see you here every week. It's really refreshing. But yeah, thank you. I hope you have a nice Sunday night too. I looked up your address because I wanted to make sure I got it right on the FCC database, and I guess I don't know if it was a name change or something, but I hope I got it right. I think I ended up sending it back to the same place anyways. That I sent it back to the same places on the envelope, but I think the name was different that I put on there. But I'm sure I got it right. But yeah, let's see if we can get some SSTV. And this is actually, I just assembled this new Easy Digi today and got it enclosed. I did a little FTA to test it. It should be good for SSTV. I don't expect any problems, but I do have live SSTV going on over here just in case. So I don't really hear anything. I guess I'll go ahead and call CQ. Go ahead and get this thing started. We might have to balance audio levels out. We'll see. Yeah, we're putting out some power. It'll be okay. Like bro, top stream, top ham radio 73. Welcome Delta Echo 2 Tango Romeo Foxtrot. Welcome back to the stream. It's always nice to see all the same faces back here again. I'm glad you all come back in on Sundays and join me. It's become pretty much routine now. Usually there's like 30 minutes chaotic setting everything up, trying to get everything together, something goes wrong, but I noticed after, I guess, a month or two of doing this now, it seems pretty, I already know what's going to go wrong, so I go ahead and like fix it beforehand. So it's getting a little easier. I'm on, oh yeah, you know what, why don't I just make that nice and clear here on the stream if I'm going to be doing this. I am on 14.230, but I'm going to see if I can add some text onto the screen. And let's see. That shows that. Let's see. Sound a little funky, whatever sound's coming through here. So frequency, we'll put the frequency here and make it a little bigger. There we go. Looks nice and neat right there. I don't know if it's interference. I usually get interference up here, but there's somebody talking on the other side, man, so start checking the live SSTV and see if I'm getting picked up anywhere. Seven o'clock's the odd time to do 20 meter SSTV. Especially if you hear stuff like that, what I'm hearing right here. It sounds like, okay, maybe somebody's tuning up. So I'm just scanning here to see. see if I can find my image here come through to any of these live cameras. I guess I could pull it over and show you all what I'm doing here. We'll give it a minute and we'll transmit on, I think last time we did Scotty 2. We'll do Martin 2. Give it just a second here. Whoops. $20-meter SSTV. Yeah, I don't have access to 80 meters. I'm gonna go ahead and try this again here. We're getting a good stable output on the power. Nothing really abnormal here, so I can keep checking. I have all these tabs are for different SSTV cameras, so they're in different locations. So I use all of them because different times of the day, some of them work better for me than others. Usually this site right here is the best for me, but all I can do is just go through and start refreshing once I start working it to see if I don't pop up anywhere. We'll try Martin 2 here and see if we get anything. And if you're new to the stream, anybody's welcome to make contacts here. I'm on 14230 upper sideband. So if you want to make contact, just it's nice if you tell me so I get a little prepared so I know who I'm working with, but you don't have to, just send the image out. My signal should be cleaner now that I have a interface set up. Before I was just going straight from data in, data out on the computer and the sound card, so I'm hoping after I transmitted that image, I'll start popping up here somewhere. Yeah, 20 usually is active for SSTV. Let me make sure that I've got settings right here. And if anybody's listening, if you can hear me, let me know. I might end up opening a web SDR and listening to my signal to see and make sure that everything's coming through okay. Let's see. Everything here looks right. Everything here looks right. Let's tune the antenna and give it another try. After, let me scan these pages here once more. It could just be, oh, here we are. I found me. We are coming through. So, it's a little wobbly here, but this website is working right. So, note that one down. Go through and scan some more. This one's not picking me up. I don't think this one is either anymore. No. No. So we got one here that we know is going to work. And it looks like this is from Canada. So we know Canada is at least picking us up here. I hear some type of data packets going through. I'm not quite sure what it is. It could be some interference here. I would hope not, but It's untelling what you pick up here in an apartment. I'm gonna try to call again. The transmission time of an image depends on the selected mode. The most frequently used in practice are shown here. I find that Martin 2 and Scotty 2 are usually pretty good to go to for me. I'm going to adjust the level just a little bit. And we'll check my ALC meter. Everything's looking okay. ALC's creeping up some. We're gonna go back down just a step. Just a step. And let's see if we don't get anything back here now. I don't know if you all... oh, I hear an image. But there's so much interference. I can't... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Every so often, I keep hearing a data packet on 14230. I don't know if anybody else can hear this. I'm going to turn up our radio. One of you gurus in here, see if you can figure out what it is. I'm not going to turn it up too long because I don't want to blast everybody's ears with static. It's not doing it now. But I do think if anybody's sending an image out, I definitely hear something going on in the background there. What? This website just erased my image. Oh, never mind. Gotta do it like this. So we're not getting much out of here, are we? Let's see. We are not getting much out of here. We'll try it again here in a moment. Hello, Sandra. Welcome to the chat. We're doing a little SSTV. We do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock. So if anybody wants to join, make contacts, feel free. Right now, as far as I can tell, where I'm located, SSTV is pretty quiet. I'm not getting much bites here. But we'll give it a try here in just a second. Call CQ again. We'll go ahead and TX. See if we can get a bite. I'd like to get a few contacts, but stuff never works out like that when you stream, I've found. But while this image is TXing, I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'm back after my quick coffee break. Still dead, huh? Alright. So we need to, for the stream, I need to figure out something fun to do when there's downtime like this, when the bands aren't so nice to me. When things just aren't cooperating. I'm going to give this just a second here, and we're going to see if we don't hear anything in the next moment. We'll transmit again. But if you're just now tuning in the stream, I'll say again, we've got some fun videos coming up this Monday and Friday. If you see this box here, I have finally assembled a decent Easy Digi. I did this a couple weeks ago on stream, did a really awful soldering job, had to desolder apart. But when I bought the pack that I was going to give away, which if you're not aware, I'm giving away 5 Easy Digis once I hit 5,000 subscribers to I'm doing it on live stream. Not much, but it could come in handy to somebody, and it's a fun little project to do. But reassembled this guy, and I've pretty much broken it up into 2 videos. So the first video is I go through the assembly of the Easy Digi and go through all the process and the steps and the components and the soldering and pretty much everything you need to know to get it together. And I filmed it all. In the next video, I did everything that has to do with the project box and built the interface cable for the radio, built the interface cables from the box, the Easy Digi, to the sound card. So it's all documented. It's going to be pretty cool. If you're interested in digital modes, I know some of my subscribers and viewers are new. I would like to think a lot of them. But if you're interested in digital modes, it's a cool little device to get. And even if you're a technician, you don't have to be on HF to do digital. You can do APRS, and you can do packet modems and that type of thing over AX25. So you can even do SSTV if you find somebody else that'll do it with you. Hey Turtle, welcome to the chat. Yeah, there's going to be some good videos this week for the Easy Digi. Some good resources. And I've been talking with Clifford, or the creator of the Easy Digi, and he's the one that kind of helped me out with some of the stuff too. And KD5INM, Off-Grid Texas Homestead. You all have seen him in here more than likely. He might be in the chat. He helped me quite a bit and actually bought my first one. So shout out to those guys. They're great. Let's go ahead and try to TX again and see if we can get any bites. I'd like to make one contact tonight. So if you're out there and you got 20 meters, feel free to let me know. I can move bands. I can go down to 40 meters. We can try there. Whatever we need to do, but I'd like to get a contact or two. At least for the stream, if there's new people out there to radio watching, it would be cool to have a contact for them. I know there are some new guys out there. Let's see if we can't get anything. One contact. Usually what happens is I spend an hour trying to make one contact, and then it turns into a pile-up, and there's 5 or 6 people trying to get contacts with me, and they're transmitting over each other all at once. Usually at the end of the stream, usually an hour into the stream. That's usually what happens. But we'll see. See if we can get some people in here a little sooner. I'm amazed that I'm not picking up anything. I would almost move to FT8 just so we have a little bit of activity, but it is what it is. There's still some packet stuff going on. I don't know if it's a local device and it's got interference going on or what it is, but I do hear packets coming through. So let's see what other updates we have to the channel. Got a new outro. But other than that, we're staying steady. Mondays and Fridays uploads. We're doing a Easy Digi this week. I know a lot of people have been requesting. Satellite operations on the FT3D, and I've been meaning to make that video, or ISS digipeating. That's what it is. A lot of people have been requesting ISS digipeating with the FT3D. And Robert just passed my tech exam this morning, waiting for the database. Awesome, congratulations. I know a lot of people have taken advantage of the online test, so really, really cool. Congratulations. You'll have to let me know in one of the comments of one of the newer videos here that come out when you get your call sign. But it opens up a world of possibilities. And I'm sure if you've seen the videos on my channels, you know some of the cool little digital things even that you can do. But I'm not a huge repeater talker. I don't like to get on and use voice too much. But I like the digital modes. But you can do a little digital on tech. Dude, the air weird over here in Oregon. It's weird over here too. It is weird over here too. I don't know if you mean radio frequency wise, but there's some funky stuff coming out of that thing. Almost 1 a.m. Where are you located? You must be on the other side of the globe. Yeah, there's probably not much activity going on where you're at. I'm gonna TX again. We're gonna get a contact. If I have to keep calling CQ all night, somebody's gonna reply to me. Oh, cool. You all live near each other. What was I saying? Oh, yes. ISS digipeating. So, as a tech, you have access to the 2 meter band, which allows you access to the most commonly used packet reporting system frequency, APRS frequency, which is 144,390. Oh shoot, it's been a while since I did 2 meter packet. I think it's 144,390. It's something 390 in the US. It's different in Europe. But that also opens up the possibility of using digipeaters on like the ISS. So the International Space Station has a packet digipeater. So it takes AX25 packets, APRS packets, and it pretty much, you send them up and it sends it back down. And it also sends its little status message out every usually 10 minutes or so. It could be more often on the ISS. But you can use that to make contacts over ham radio. So people have been requesting, I thought it was 144,390. I hear an image. We'll see if I can get it to come through. It's a little off frequency, maybe. 145,800. Yeah, I knew it was different in other countries. Sorry, I get distracted. I'm really wanting to get in contact here. But there's somebody on the other sideband talking over that SSTV carrier, and they're not going to be able to get through. So anyways, FT3D contacts with the ISS. So you can... That might come through. Alright, so if that was one of you all that just sent that message, I almost got you. That last bit there was kind of clear. But there's somebody on the sideband talking here, and it's making it quite difficult. I'm going to re-TX my CQ. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try to not get distracted with what I'm saying. Space Station, Digipeater. You can use that as a technician to make contacts with other hams over a great area. Because you got to think, the ISS is in the sky. You shoot a radio packet to it. It sends it back down to the whole surface of the Earth that it can cover here, like this whole horizon. So you can make contacts across your country on 2 meters with APRS in the ISS. You can also do that with the other AMSAT satellites. So if you're new, there's ham radio satellites in the air. Most of them over voice operate on 2 meters or 70 centimeters, or both together, and you can make contacts with them. And so that's pretty cool. With the ISS, you can use APRS. A lot of people have been requesting that I make a video on making a digipeater contact over the ISS with the FT3D. So I have, as you can see behind me, I have an arrow antenna. So I could use that arrow antenna with this and do that. The problem here comes, and I've digipeated packets with this guy. The problem comes when you make a QSO, so you got to think, you beacon out your little status text out there, and it needs to be received by the ISS. And for me, I need to verify that it was received somehow. So that takes some time. And then somebody's got to find your call sign, and they got to decide that they want to make a QSO with you. So whatever radio they're using, they have to type in a message, custom message, and say, hey you, this is me, this is my grid. So then that has to get up there right, and then it has to get back down to you correctly. And then you have to take the time to take custom message, their call sign, your grid, and send it back to them. And it has to get up there correctly, and it has to get down correctly. So it makes it fairly difficult because it's not dual band. I hear an image coming in, but there's still somebody on the other sideband talking. And I don't know, maybe I just, where I'm at, I just don't have the bandwidth to bother them. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here with the air. I'm about to move frequencies. What is going on here? There is so much garbage going on in the air right now. If you all could hear this. Listen. There's an image coming in. Hopefully we can see a call sign in it. It's a Pink Floyd, it looks like. Dark Side of the Moon. But can we see the call sign? I'm going to spin the dial here and see if I can hear what these guys are going on about. I'm not going to interrupt them, but I'm just curious what is going on here. Still garbage everywhere. It's just garbage air. I can't even understand what they're saying on their own. Alright, we're going back to it. There's people on both sides of the sideband talking on voice. Both sides of the sideband, they're talking on voice. One of them, it sounds like they're a contest station, so they're constantly playing their macro over and over again. CQ contest, CQ contest, CQ contest. I'm trying not to rant, but that just... There's some aspects of radio, it's like... You get... SSTV has one frequency, really, that's being used. Anytime besides late night, and then maybe 80 meters or something like that, 60, 80. 14230 is the SSTV frequency, because people don't do it in 40 meters. But there's people on both sides of the sideband talking, even though I'm sure they hear me transmitting here for the past 40 minutes trying to get something out here. And somebody finally sends an image, and I can't get it. Because people using both sides of 14230, one's at least for a contest, and he's just hitting a button on his radio, just a recording of his voice. He just keeps hitting it to play it over and over again. Those are the same people that are complaining about FT8. Those are the same people that are complaining about FT8. Anyways, ran over. We're going to try it again. I didn't mean to hit it, but I guess we're doing Robot 72 now. Not very popular, but if somebody's got an automatic software like I do, hopefully it'll fix it. Otherwise, this was a wasted transmission. Yeah, maybe it'll move, but there's two. There's one on the lower sideband and then one right above me, and they're just in the bandwidth to kind of screw things up. The lower guy seemed like he was having a QSO, whatever, but the guy on the upper frequency, he's just replaying and recording over and over and over again, calling CQ contest. Oh, okay. I said I would stop complaining. I'll stop complaining there. But I'm sure I'm taking up, I mean, with the SSTV, I'm sure I'm taking up quite... Yeah, I know they'll move. I hate thinking about me being that guy that's sitting there and broadcasting over somebody else, but I get one frequency for this, and they have a lot more. They have a lot more than I do to work with here. If I just pick a random frequency and start calling SSTV, I'm not getting anything. I can still hear them on the other sideband talking. But maybe they'll move here eventually. Maybe if somebody starts replying, there's some activity that picks up. Maybe things will get better. I just don't know why I would sit there still trying to like call CQ on a frequency when you for the past 40 minutes has been bombarded with SSTV. There's a contest and there are guys doing SSTV right on your CQ frequency. Yeah, I guess I kind of see the other side of it. But really, if they're doing it right, they should only be doing SSTV in those designated frequencies. Now, I mean, it's nobody owns a frequency, so they can pick whatever. But if they do it properly, they should stick to around 14230 for SSTV. Because that's, you know, it's quite a bit of bandwidth. It's like one of those things you kind of have to, you know, measure out. I'm TXing again. Yeah, if I keep it up, they'll move. If they can hear me. Maybe I'm only, you know, with voice, they might be transmitting out there. Well, the one guy doing the contest, I think he was at S9. But yeah, maybe they'll move. I know I'm not transmitting with as much power as they are, though. I'm probably just static in the background compared to what they're rocking with here. I agree during a normal day with you. You got time, maybe you need to fix your transmission type. I don't know if that's just delayed. I'm transmitting with Martin 1, or Martin 2, so come back to me there if I'm just held up on something else. Everybody should move off 14230 during a normal day. Yeah, unless, like, if you go to the rest of the radio spectrum and like all those slots are filled for voice and you just can't get in there and call CQ, then yeah, I mean, and there's not activity going on down there, then yeah, I mean, whatever. But if there's, I'm sure right now on 20 meters at 8 o'clock, the whole 20 meter band is not full. Voice is not full. I could be wrong. And I'm actually going to load up a web SDR here too. And see if I can hear myself. See, these right here, this is more than likely them. These strong signals here are more than likely them. And we can check, more than likely they're on the lower sideband. Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry. The volume's probably a little loud for you all. Yeah, I mean, he's just... It's constant. I don't even... What are you doing? What are you doing? And what is going on over here? Well, that's... Let's see if I can even see my lowly little signal in this cluster here. So, let's see. Sorry, I gotta catch up on chat. Everybody, SSTV mode is the best. Scotty 2, is that the longer one to send? Well, it depends on the picture, but it's not the fastest. Those are the black and white ones. There's a chart that shows all of the times required to send an SSTV image. Let's see. Is it here? Here is the times. So this right here, this website, it looks like Golf Zero Hotel Whiskey Charlie.com/SSTV_modes.html has all of the modes and a lot more information and the time they take to send and all that fun stuff. I'm not going to get through this. So unless I'm contacting viewers and we're choosing a different frequency, I'm not going to get through this on 14230 because this is just awful. I mean, why don't they, I see all of this over here. Why don't they use this? There's a chunk, I mean, there's plenty of chunks here that are not being used. I'm sorry. Got to keep it positive. I'm going to see if my signal's getting out there while I have this up. So we're going to go to 14230 and we're going to go to upper sideband. And we're going to get a little bit wider bandwidth. And let's see what happens. I'm not even seeing myself on the waterfall. Huh. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong sideband. Yeah, I still don't see anything. Not on this waterfall anyways. Let's try another one here. Nada. That one was located in Texas. Okay, this right here might be me. Yeah. What is that? What was that? That one... Yes, that one is in the Netherlands. Let's choose this one in Utah. Alright, all these are a little bit different. We're gonna try it again. This time we're doing Scotty 2. I'm still not seeing much of my signal, so maybe my signal on 20 meters, this isn't propagating well tonight. Could just be having a rough night. Let's try another one. Let's try one more. Washington, D.C.
I mean, very expensive. You could work kind of GI Bill thing into it, service in terms of in return for service. You can get that.
With stuff like that going on, there's upper side man. All right. Make my white font blue or black. Well, yeah, I didn't anticipate using this window that much. There we go. Yeah, it's just a bad night for the bands for me. For 20 meters, I don't think it's happening. So what we're gonna do is moved 40 meters, and it's going to be exclusive probably to you all because nobody's going to be listening on the 40 meter designated SSTV frequency is not in the general class privilege. For some reason, I don't know why, maybe somebody else in the chat can explain, the designated SSTV frequency for 40 meters is in the extra. So yeah, we'll move down to 40 meters, but we got to find a decent frequency to use. So let's look here at the chart and see if we can find something in analog SSTV transmission can be found on HF frequencies around 170 lower sideband. That is out of the general class privilege. So I don't know why whoever came up with those, I don't know why they chose it to be the way that they did. But as generals, I can't access 14.125 to 14.175, or sorry, 7.125 to 7.175. I can't. So yeah, that could be the reason, but I don't know. Like, who's gonna use it? We'll see. I mean, there are extras that will use it, but let's take a look at the band plan and see what else we can use for 40 meters. See what we can use for SSTV. I think last time we ended up doing 7.280 or something like that. Yeah, like DX from outside the US cannot be found outside of 7.200. What do you mean? Because I'm not really big in the phone, but I don't understand what you're saying there. So if you can if you can explain to me what you're talking about, I might be able to. So I know DX is like out of country. So do you mean that there's not many people that do DX besides 7.200? We're going to try 7.280 and see if anybody's on there. $7.275 upper sideband. Is going to be our frequency. Let's see. EU band plan does not include. Oh, okay. Oh, well, the more you know. I didn't know that. So we're moving down to 40 meters. And from what I can hear, 27275 is clear. So we're gonna go ahead and TX on that. And if anybody is in the chat listening, it would be cool to have you reply, because I don't think there's gonna be anybody out there in the wild. It's gonna be super cool with me SSTV on 7275. But we'll see. I'm just monitoring my radio. I know this is a pretty intense mode. So I'm just feeling for heat. Just feeling for heat, and I should have tuned the antenna beforehand, but it'll be okay. I kind of wish I would have opened up a web SDR too, but let's open up 7. There's our signal coming in nice and clean on 7275. We're gonna see if we can get anything back. But the bands sound like garbage. Like on this web SDR, it sounds awful. So if y'all are out there and you would like to make a contact, you can try to brute force your way through 7275. But it sounds like hot garbage. I'm going to tune it up here. Those AM stations are from EU. Alright, so we're coming up on an hour. Something's coming through on 14230. Alright. We're going to try 14230 again. I'm sure the chat's delayed and I've missed whatever it was that was on there. But we'll try it again. Port Road. This is cool. I'm new to this. I've been trying to pick it up in my location southeast of Ireland. Well, welcome. Are you new to ham radio, or are you just new to the SSTV aspect? I'm going to TX. And we're going to move this up to 14230. So this same SDR I was getting out fine on 40 meters. 20 meters I see nothing. So that's telling me that maybe it's just 40 meters is where it's at right now, and unfortunately SSTV is not included. It's 40 meters, SSTV seems pretty dead. There's not much activity there. But we'll see if we get a reply. I need Alaska and Nebraska. So we could take a look at it real quick. And I'm going to show you QRZ, but my log of the world is just the same. I don't think this exposes anything you are not supposed to see, but just in case, I'm going to drag it off. Alright. So yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same as on my Log of the World. Oh, okay, so on here I don't have Oregon and Wyoming, but on Log of the World I do. But really I am missing Nebraska and Alaska. Those are the last two I need. I would like to get world continents too. I'm missing Asia and Africa. I just don't see much activity out of those. I hear SSTV image. It's not going to make it through though. 30 years ago I used to DX on CB radio. I'm getting back in radio now. My brother's mad in the ham. Call sign is Echo Indigo 6 Indigo Lima. Very nice setup. Cool. CB radio is pretty cool. I never got into it myself. I watched YouTube videos and stuff like that, but yeah, the ham world, there's a lot to it. There's all kinds of little digital stuff. I wish I could show you a little bit more. If everything was going correctly here, we would be sending images between each other. That would be really cool to see, but sometimes things just don't work out. You know, sometimes the bands are just dead. Sometimes you don't have the right propagation where you're at. Sometimes people are talking on both sides of the sideband that you're trying to work. South, oh, you just need one. That's painful. I think the last one's going to be Alaska. So that kind of sucks. But I'm sure I'll find them eventually. FT8, man, that's where it's at for getting those awards. All day just making contacts. Yeah, I'm not getting anything down here. I'm going to move back up, back down to 40 meters. Back to 7275. We'll try it for a little bit longer here. There's a net on 40 meters to help him get all states. Oh. Well, that's nice to know. I wonder if there's anybody from Alaska there. $40 is always a little funny with this radio. But with my setup anyways, I have to watch for interference. Although I did confirm my DXCCU, well, congratulations. Congratulations. I really worked all states. I am in the, so as a lot of you know, I'm in the military. My my job in the military is radio equipment, and a lot of it's HF radio stuff, right? Because the enemy can use all these advanced jamming systems, but when you go to HF radio, it has systems in place where you can circumvent that. But the military doesn't teach. It doesn't teach radio to people. It tells you, when you're going through training for radio stuff, it tells you how to turn the radios on, it tells you the angles, the exact angles to put the antennas, and that's about it. It doesn't tell you anything about antenna theory. It doesn't tell you anything about like getting like radio wave propagation. It doesn't really tell you much at all. So what I like about ham radio, and I forgot exactly what started this tangent, is the awards. It allows me to take the knowledge that I have with ham radio and bring it back over there and teach people that I'm working with why things do the way it does. So it's and they only see the military side of the radio stuff, so they think, oh well, radios can only go this far because we're using we use HF radios, but then we use like a antenna that's maybe 4 or 5 feet long. They don't really see the full effect and what it can do. So like it's kind of cool, like chasing awards and bringing that stuff back over and telling people like, hey, I just talked to California on a HF radio, and they're like, no way, we can't even talk across the state, you know. So it's kind of cool to do those type of things and come back and show people what the possibilities are if you apply theory and all of that stuff to what you do. Don't have my license yet, but bro gave me a Icon radio, the R8500, so I'm just listening for now. I bought a cheap SDR, yes indeed, radio has changed so much. SDRs are one of the they're super cool. Like the things that you can do in the SDR is amazing. So yeah, congratulations though on the radio. I'm sure it's a great radio. Yeah, study, get that license. I think my second video on this channel was a guide on how to get your license. Yeah, it's not too hard to study for 1 or 2 weeks and go in and get your license and you're good. You just renew it 10 years later. You don't have to take the test again, and it opens up a world of possibility and communications and tinkering and all kinds of fun stuff. So yeah, congratulations on that. Let's see. I'm going to TX again here. I don't foresee a contact happening tonight, to be completely honest. I just don't see it happening, but that's okay. Not all nights are going to be great, and really it's not about contacts, it's about talking with you all. It's about talking with my subscribers, my viewers, so I'm glad I get the opportunity to do that, and you all always have some really interesting topics to talk about, some engaging questions. I'm new to ham radio, just build a 137 megahertz antenna to go on NOA and meter images. Works well to say it cost me about 30 euros. I've just tonight set up an automatic laptop that downloads and converts for me. Super cool. I've saw the SDR subreddits about setting up systems to automatically do that. So that was one of the first things I did with radio too, is use the software-defined radios to scan weather images from satellites. So yeah, this is a really cool project. I need to make my own antenna for that as well. I wanted to do, I think it's called the quad helix antenna, that pretty much is omnidirectional, so whenever satellites come over, they're always polarized the right way. But yeah, welcome from the UK at 1:10 in the morning. Thanks for joining this stream here. We're a little over an hour in, so we've been going for a little while. I got that stuff is really fun. Trying to get some software for the Meteorsat. Yes, I'm trying to get the hardware for the Meteorsat. Am I thinking the right one? The one that does like the really cool high definition colored images. That thing's super cool, but I'm just not ready to buy that. I have to buy a new antenna for that, like one of those dish antennas, and really I need a new RTL SDR because I went on a military trip last year and I brought my SDR and left it out in this case in the back of a Humvee for 2 weeks, and it was like 100 degrees. I'm pretty sure it just burned up and rusted, so I need to buy a new one of those, and I need the what was it, the low pass filter or the high pass filter? I'll have to do some more research on that. I need to do my test and get on HF Canada. Test is hard, really hard. 100 questions, 70 pass. Yeah, I don't have much experience with others. The US, it seemed pretty easy. It was just where it's just multiple choice. All I didn't even study the questions. I just memorized the answers. So when I saw the test, I just saw the answers I remembered and circled them. So I set it up. Been using ISS app to locate when the ice is going overhead. I use there's an app. Well, this is only for Android, but it's called Heavens Above. And you can see all of the radio satellites and it organizes their passes from the soonest to the latest. And you can also just see the ISS. So if you have Android, I really recommend that app. It's free. It's called Heavens Above. But yeah, I'm glad the SSTV video helped you out. Unfortunately, there's just not the activity tonight for SSTV. So, and that's kind of why I usually go with FTA recently, because I know there's always going to be FTA contacts to be made. But when SSTV is alive and it's working, which maybe just at 7 o'clock on 20 meters is not the time for it, it can be a really fun mode. And yeah, it's okay. You don't make, you don't get them every time. GOES, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about, not Meteor. I wanted to see the GOES images with the geostationary satellites. That would be super cool. That's a project I've been wanting to pursue. Oh. But we're coming up on about an hour and 15 minutes here. Not getting too many contacts, so I might kind of stop the stream a little earlier tonight. Usually I try to go to 1:30 at least, but there's just not a lot of activity, so that's okay. So everybody that tuned in, thank you so much for watching, and I'll reiterate my announcements here. This week is going to be focused on the Easy Digi. Tomorrow is a very comprehensive guide on the assembly, the soldering, and all around just getting all the components in there and setting it up the right way. Friday will be the part 2 to that video, where we create interface cables from our radio and our sound card, get those in there soldered up, get it in a project box, and all set up. So if you're interested in digital modes with ham radio, whether it be 2 meter, 70 centimeter, or HF, you can use these easy digis to benefit you and help you get started with creating the interface between your radio and the computer, and also eliminating noise and some controls in there to level things out. So if you're interested in that, I really recommend you take a look at the videos this week. They'll be uploaded tomorrow, Monday at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 1400, and Friday 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 1400. And you can use them for APRS, you can use them for SSTV, FTA, JSA call, ready, all types of digital modes you can use them for. So, and they're $10. I'm giving away 5 at 5,000 subscribers, but they are just $10 on eBay. So if you're interested in electronics, it's a cool project to do. Be sure to check out the video if you're interested in digital ham radio. It might help you get started. Before you go, look up. Oh yeah, I'll look up your buddy. Ireland. Whoa, that's a cool looking setup. That's very aesthetically pleasing. I don't know what this there is in the middle, but it looks cool. I think that might be him there. That's an antenna. See, once I get up and I get like money for a house and all that, I can't wait to set up some cool stuff like that. Wow. This man's got some equipment. It looks neat too. Looks quite neat. Yeah, I'm digging it. I really like these images here. That is pretty cool. That's quite a bit of radio too. Hey, cool stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Go study for your license and get it, and I'm sure with the radios he's got, he'd be more than willing to help you get set up and on the air. I wouldn't update that. I mean, that right there looks like that'd be all I ever need. But yeah, I'm excited for you. Get your license, and I'm sure he'd be more than welcome to get you up and running. And before we go to, I want to say we do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock. We do different modes. So always feel free to tune in, and always feel free to contact me with whatever mode we're using. I don't know if I'm going to do SSTV next week. I think I'm going to go back and try PSK31 again. So if you're unaware, PSK31, I was about to say I had a video on it, but I don't. That's on the list too. The week after this, you can expect probably back to APRS over 2 meters, some ISS digipede and stuff, hopefully, if I can get a good pass for video. But thanks everybody for watching. Thank you all for the support. I love doing this. I love talking with everybody. It's really great to see the same faces back again this week. And I really hope that everybody will join me next Sunday at 7 o'clock, and we'll do this again. And we'll make some contacts then. But it's 7 o'clock every Sunday, or 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 1900 Eastern Time, which is 0, I think it's midnight Zulu time or 1 Zulu time, one of those two. But 7 o'clock Eastern Time, or an hour and 20 minutes ago your time, every Sunday we'll start. But thanks everybody for watching, and have a good week, and I hope to see you again next Sunday.